some real money in the room.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
OG Percy back in the building.
All right. Thank God I'm on top of the ground. The ground ain't on top of me.
Yes, sir.
You mean?
Well, I know there's a lot of local drama going on, but as I've always said, OG, you are bigger than the local drama, and so
I'm glad to think that.
I mean, you have to think that when you see the figures in California consistently speaking on you, Memphis, Mississippi, you get love everywhere.
That's crazy.
You know, we go to South by Southwest, and you seen the fan love and support, and so I have to say you bigger than Fort Worth. That's just what it is.
No, I'm not gonna. Don't do that to him.
Well, it's the truth.
But it's a dark cloud over this city, man. It's hard to, stand in the rain when you say things like that.
Well, it's the truth, but I think it was Malcolm X who said no one man can rise above the condition of his people. So we always gonna remember where we come from. But the reality of it is OG Percy's voice needs to be heard on a multitude of situations. Damn. There's one situation in particular that I saw on this weekend that nobody's talking about.
What's that is?
King Von.
Please don't tell me it's about the Tony Weary. Please don't say that.
No, sir.
Thank you. Let's go then, Tune.
Absolutely not.
Moving right along.
So King Von's alleged murderer, Lul Tim, was found not guilty. Actually, he was not found not guilty. The charges were dropped. So basically, what happened was
Lul Tim,
after a good night, King Von sees Quando Rondo, runs up on him, puts the paws on him. Lul Tim hops out the car, boom, boom. Now the laws are firing shots. Several people end up arrested. Lul Tim charged with the murder of King Von. As of this weekend, the charges have now been dropped against Lul Tim. What are your thoughts on the charges being dropped? And why don't you think the family hasn't said anything? Because the family should have known.
This motherfucker do work. Don't worry, it ain't nothing but a black card. You know what a black card to get you, Tim?
What's that?
Black card get you anything in the world you want. It's an unlimited spin on the black card. Got black cards. You take a black card anywhere, goddamn it, I ain't trying to. Thank you, black folks. Thank you, white folks, for giving us a black card that's unlimited. By the time we get something that's worth something, you understand me? I don't know why y'all didn't call it the white card. Because them who get all the goddamn anything they want, the white card. If you play the white, they say, what's the little thing they say in the world? You want to play the racist card, the race card. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. You can use any side you want, but the black card to get you that. The system is showing us. There's two sets of laws. There's laws for us, and there's laws for them. Because if it was us, no bond. What? No bond. Better yet, now. You don't see the judge until Monday. How about that? Hello! Anything happen on the judge is not in. You can't get out of jail unless there's a judge, but I'm gonna let you know something. You said the charge was what?
Dropped.
Pay attention to it though. Yeah. That night. The judge will be in Monday. The federal people will come and see what's going on. We had seen the same thing happen with Little Boosie, I believe. Charge was dropped.
Dropped.
That's all right. If you think something like that's just gonna go away and it was gunplay in the public area, shots fired, there's an open gun fire in the public area, people running, people hit, oh, that's dropped? Oh, don't worry, it didn't hit the floor yet. It will be picked up. Oh, boys. And then if I'm wrong on this one, that let you know you got laws for them, you got laws for us. Curtain, yeah, we good. Close that curtain for me, drop that curtain for me, Tim. Just pull it off that thing, yeah, Appreciate you. I mean, I don't wish I could do some shit like that and get away with it. I wish I had the privilege that them got these days, back in the days. I wish I could get out like that. One thing about being in trouble, once you get in it, you learn not to get into it no more. If they would've let me at the police car when I committed my crime, I wouldn't have did it no more. I had already learned my lesson. I'm caught, I'm in the handcuffs, but if you let me out right now, I promise you, Mr. Police, I won't do it no more. And I won't. I don't have to go do no 2 and 3 and 5 and 10 and 20 years. I had already learned my lesson. One thing about somebody, if you don't never let them grow up, they ain't gonna never learn nothing. He ain't growed up yet. Either they gonna put him in a cell for the rest of his life, or somebody gonna kill him on the streets. That's how that's gonna go. They gonna leave him out there. You know, a lot of people, man, you come pick me up, I did something wrong. They want that protection. A lot of people go to jail and hide in that jail because they don't let me out. I know it. I know it. They already out there in the front waiting. They know you done made bond. They waiting on you. So niggas actually wait for people like this to make bond. Look at that dude. That dude got out and didn't even value his little old freedom. He had just got out to him? Yeah. Ask him, do he care? No, he got a job to do. He work for the system. The system don't stop. It's all gas, no brakes. There ain't no timeouts. I'm quitting now. I'm not. Now you got to climb in that box like the rest of them did. Yeah, and they run from that box. Everybody got their appointed time to go, but you can choose when you're ready to go. And these are choosing their grades early. That's all they doing. They just choosing their grades early and a little faster. They want to go a little quicker and a little faster. I ain't mad at them. Ain't shit in this earth anyway, but a bunch of hating going on and killing each other. Sad that the black race we ain't caught on yet and don't look like we gonna catch on no time soon. I thought I'd get to see a little bit of history made. I seen a black president. I've seen a lady vice president, black.
Shout out Kamala Harris.
Get out there. I might, you know, this internet, this motherfucker, I didn't learn nothing at school, but guess what? I got a hell of a teacher in front of me now. Yeah, and that's what I use it for, to educate myself. How about that? I didn't learn from reading, but I can learn from hearing. Hello! What's that word? Optimism? What's the
Optimistic.
Word? There we go. That's my boy Tune. That's my walking dictionary right there, y'all. Encyclopedia, my bad. My bad, Tune. Encyclopedia.
It's all good.
You know what I'm saying? I have to upgrade him. I ain't gonna put him on a dictionary level. I'm gonna let him make it.
You hear me?
See, he the book with the pictures in it too.
Bars. Speaking of a book, there's a guy by the name of King D. Are you familiar with King D?
No, please educate me.
So, King D is a guy who wrote a memoir. Basically,
wait, hold on, Tune. What's that? What,
excuse me, OG.
Not a hemorrhoid.
A memoir. He wrote a book.
Okay.
He wrote a book. And he wrote a book basically about the death of Tupac, saying that, you know, he was in the car when it happened. He actually passed the gun to his nephew, and his nephew did it. And basically, he started selling like a lot of memoir or a lot of memorabilia toward Tupac's death. Like, you know, he saying he had bullets and stuff like that that was directly implicating him in the murder. Well, King D also did several interviews with Vlad TV and others, essentially talking about the Tupac situation. Well, King D got a little bit more aggressive once he found out he had cancer, and he just started spilling the beans. Well, recently he was picked up and he's gonna be charged, I believe, with first-degree murder of Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Basically closing the case after 20-something years. Damn. What are your thoughts on that situation?
There's a thing called the Blue Book. In the Blue Book, it got rules. I don't know it. God just told me to say this. I don't know where it's coming from, but somewhere in that book it says you got to admit to yourself and others that you got a problem, and somewhere it says in there for you to do certain things, you got to right your wrongs. Somewhere that you make amends with your enemies. Is there something about making amends? I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Can y'all look it up?
Repent Is that?
No, that's Bible.
Right.
Blue book, make amends. Same thing, lock and siege. Yeah, that part. What I think about that, when you on your way out of here and you want to get it all off your chest, you gonna get it off. You finna go. You finna go. And one thing you know, you can't leave the world like that. I might get to see a little history after all. Oh, the history that I didn't get to see is we get to that later, but it's a nice thing. Some people want to confess their sins, man, and say, you know, say, God, I'm about to go. Will that get me in? You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm trying to get to heaven. I just might make it. Guess who's gonna be the biggest surprise in heaven? Who? I am. Hey, you talking about? Heaven gonna stop when we gonna look like a rainbow in the sky when that motherfucker person walking through. I said, I know that ain't. Is that? Hell no, hell no. Is that Percy? In order for me to get there, things like that I have done, you can't leave here without wronging your rights, righting your wrongs. That part? That part. I would love to get that piece of history out here. Come on, kick in. Old death angel. So we can get the whole truth, nothing but the truth out of some of these people. Some gonna leave with it on their chest, and some gonna get it off their chest before they go. They gotta do it. Don't nobody wanna go to the grave with that. You won't make it where you wanna go. You can't cheat us out of that. You hear what I'm saying? You can't cheat us out of a good man.
So you don't think Keefe was wrong for telling all of that info?
No. Spiritually, no. But me, I ain't gonna never tell it on myself. Hey, I'm sorry, God. See, I'd rather just take the punishment, you know, which I have done. I've endured my time. I done sit in my cell. I done took my ass whooping from God. I'd say, is that it, God? I said, now you can start over. Appreciate you. Dang. I feel like Job. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I just got out of church. Don't go tune. Don't get us started. Yeah, I felt like Job, to lose everything you got and God say, hey, he still riding with you, God? That was still riding with me. I be the person still riding with me. I thought he been gave up by now because you went on, let's kill him on out. It won't God up there, this will not stop. Ask me why God saved me, Toon.
Why did God save you?
Because I wouldn't stop talking to him. Hello? Yeah. That's the only reason. He said that's the only reason. I mean, nothing goes on deaf ears, you understand? I ask God, if I don't talk to you, God, do me a favor. Please talk to me. If I don't talk to you, God, please talk to me. If I can't, you know, that's how I do it. Okay. Yeah, okay, appreciate it. That's just confirmation. We don't answer, I'm at work, we don't answer calls, we don't work hours. But anyway, that's why, now you're not gonna leave here like that. Do I think he's wrong? Now I believe he's right. And, that's in old man words. That's in one of them motherfuckers that, you know, you sit there learning. I just want y'all to know, cause we don't keep playing that, y'all. We call them my phone. Real.
Quit calling my phone.
Real, man. I'm at work. I take the battery out that whole fast. Yeah. I disconnect like a motherfucker. Just like that. Say something now. Bad ass motherfucker. Yeah, go. But anyway, yeah, I don't think you wrong, man. To cheat the world out of that is something that everybody want to see. Then everybody run around here like a chicken with their head cut off. Like, see, me myself, I saw the Tupac, I saw the Biggie cases, but ain't nobody gonna believe me. It's just a story in my head. But I saw the Biggie Small case.
What you thought happened?
You wanna hear it? Well, here it go. Tales from the crib. OG Percy. My opinion about the Biggie story. Tune just dry came out with this one. Are you ready? Let's work. My opinion about the Biggie story. This is what I feel happened to Biggie. Tupac was a good man. Tupac got killed. Tupac and Biggie was the biggest thing going. It's like Charleston and Percy being somebody right now. Right now we setting up. You got Biggie. He got New York side Cali. Tupac got Cali on fire. West side against the east side. This shit is jumping off. The whole world is watching. You understand me? Bam. Got me This guy Tupac is a bad motherfucker. Everything he got goes platinum, double platinum. This motherfucker selling CDs with 2 of them in a month. Who do that? He got 2 of it. Tupac. You know what I'm saying? This coming up and he killing death row. That guy me Biggie was keeping up. He doing the same motherfucker down his side of the goddamn fence. Yeah. So in this case, we got 2 motherfucking gangsters that's behind the scenes. Let's get to the system. Forget Tupac and Biggie. Let's get to the system. Right now the system owns these 2 guys. Who is the system? Puff and Suge. Y'all dig? This is the system right here. These ain't nothing but peas in a pot. Y'all dig what I'm saying? Down there. I'm sorry to say this, but Biggie wasn't nothing and Tupac wasn't nothing when it came to the system. As y'all can see. Nothing. Anybody see Biggie? Pac? Nah, we don't see them no more. We don't see nothing. Cause you know one thing, nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Make sure you stay with that, Tune. For God told me to tell you, nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Remember that. During this conversation. But anyway, doing the thing, I feel like right now Biggie and Biggie, Suge and Tupac, Suge and what's it, Puffy, they competing right now. They on fire. They out-thinking each other, coming up with the Puffy clothing line, the Biggie line. They got clothes. This Puffy is a fucking brilliant genius. This is a genius. Puffy is a real genius when it comes down to business. But Puffy even let y'all know and should let y'all know our business names. Just keep up with the system name. What is the name for them businesses? Okay.
Death Row.
Ooh, God. Don't do them like that. Do you know what happens on death row? I guess y'all don't know. Well, I've been incarcerated, half my life. I can tell you a little something about like that. I didn't have to go to college for that, but I went to college for that. Penn State. Don't worry about it. I'll let y'all soak in there for a minute. I know it. But anyway, when I was at Penn State, I learned death row, you don't leave until you're dead. I'll let y'all soak in there for a minute. Death row. And what's the other label name?
Bad Boy.
You mean? That mean we acting bad on it. You cannot have a name like that, create a name like that, and don't stand on that. Yeah, you gotta learn that. You gotta stand on that. You cannot have a name called Bad Boy, and I don't stand on being a bad boy. Tales from a Crip. One time I was watching a Bad Boy show, and this nigga had a show with these that was called Making the Band. And doing Making the Band, he had a in there called Fredro Starr out of Houston, somewhere down this way, down South Louisiana, Houston this way. His name was Fredro Starr. And he made it, him and Chopper. They made it. Now I think Fredro from Miami somewhere. I cannot remember. I don't want to be wrong, but Fredro was the little gangster. He wore his hair like this, and I could tell Fredro was dipping in the salt. You understand me? Yeah. But he was in the group and he was doing his thing. So when Biggie cut, when Suge went on, Puffy cut his first check to him. They took the check and he said, "This is y'all first bonus. I'll never forget." Everybody looked at the check and was like, "Oh God!" They said, "Look at what you got." Everybody like, oh. Then he said, "You happy with it? Everybody happy with what you got?" And everybody like, "Oh, yeah." They were smiling and laughing. They was told never to tell what you got. You understand me? Confidentiality was a must amongst them people. It was something that was going along the bed, so you didn't know if it was discussed anywhere, and you broke the trust, you can be kicked out. That was the whole thing, niggas getting kicked out. But anyway, when they took their checks, Fredro Starr, he burnt out. He went to his little town, and Fredro thought he hit him a lick. I never forget, because when it's time for the band to come back home, Fredro didn't show up. He was still in the streets partying with that money. This got grilled, this talking about it. Now everybody's showing back up at the house to finish the program, and Fredro is now coming. I never forget, they looking for Fredro, and this not made up. That jump ship on Puff. So he thought. And then he was at a party live one time. He was out there gym, you know. He had the niggas with him, you know. He let you know he was gutter and everything. You hear me? I was like, this goddamn on Puff, man. He said, he coming back. Yeah, he on one. So Puff sent his camera to the people to look for, you know, the system. Playing with the system. Look, you don't even know what he's worth in the system. What is he worth? I just told you what he was worth.
Nothing.
God, tuned me. Tuned in. Stay there. He didn't know that. So he thought he a lick. You know, if I leave here and run to Mexico, I'm gone. Right. Soon, I'm out of here. I got it. Yeah. What we out? What I'm finna flip this and flip this. Ain't gonna never go broke them on. You sitting there and hear that. No, that ain't the neck you gonna hear. That's the police. And come to you. Hey man. Fred Joe like. What's going on, cuz? Oh, them bad boys at the door. Nah, we ain't talking about the motherfucking label. We ain't talking about the studio. We ain't talking about in the booth with the mic. We talking about the label of the system. Is at the door. And they jammed Fred Joe up. I never forget. I ain't got mine in front of me right now. I would have put it on. But Puffy walked in with a pirate jersey on and a black pirate hat. He didn't have a suit and tie on. That's when I knew Puffy, and I seen Puff Daddy become Puffy. I seen the transition, like Eyeball is Charleston. I seen the transition in Puffy. I know the suit and tie Puffy, the bad boy, the shiny suit dad, the Jimmy, and then I seen the bad boy part. And when I looked at Puffy and I seen it had Fred was scared. Fred Joe started standing there like, I said, look at Fred, nigga, I ain't got Fred jammed up. But I seen the bad boy standing over. I'm like, oh, they went out there and caught over little Fred Joe. And then Puffy came and he said, man, we just want to know why you ain't came back yet. But I'm gonna tell you something.
So Puffy went and found him.
You mean? He didn't have to find him. He came when the system caught up with him. He just pulled up. How about let's say it like that? The system caught him before. Yeah. Thought you gonna run off or something? And I seen they bleeped it out, but Puffy was saying, "You don't seem so motherfucking bad now, do you?" I said, "Yeah. That's not the Mace, Puffy. That ain't the jam. They ain't to get you heavy with the 2 bottles, Puffy. That's a bad boy, Puffy." And I seen it. A real can see it in the eyes when they got it in him. Yeah, he got that in him. He one of them. Yeah, I seen that in him, in Puffy. And I ain't giving him no credit because I've been one of them. You hear me? Yeah, he had that look in his eyes. And I seen to myself then, Puffy a gangster. They don't even know it. This nigga's a gangster, for real, for real. Suit and tie, gangster, Al Pacino's puffing, toasted at the big table gangster. Let's move on. Well, making a long story short, I'm painting the picture of the attitude of the system, the label of the system. So let's go on. Big. When it came down to Suge Knight, we already know, bitch, you hang your ass off over a bridge like you icy. Vanilla. Yeah, ice for contract. Vanilla ice out. We already knew Suge, you can look at him and tell, that's a real, that's a mob type gangster. Now, he had the big square shoulders and the big cigars. He lived that life. One thing that they knew that started coming in the system was sacrifices. If you want to stay in the system. But what y'all don't know that Big, Puffy, and Suge, now don't get me wrong, white folk. I'm just telling my opinion. I don't know shit. Just telling my story. It's just a theory. Don't come after me. But my theory is that these 2 guys, they ain't shit either. Guess what Puffy and Big is to the system?
No.
Goddamn right. Goddamn right. You know how long the system been here before got in it? I go, what? Come on, man. Wasn't no such thing. You talking about that shit wasn't created by no black man. The system. My bad. The black cards. But anyway, these but one thing for they system, them the ruthless ones. Them the ones I can't say nothing about. But that's the ones that's up there that looks over the system. Now these ain't nothing but some rappers in the system. You got movie stars in the system. You got athletes in the system. You got stars and stars and stars in the system. People that own business in the system. People that own metal departments. Wells Fargos and banks and yeah. We got people that way. What's a rapper in the system?
Nothing.
You mean? You mean? And guess what? Guess what they say about an album that don't sell?
Nothing.
You mean? And it ain't worth?
Nothing.
You mean? Say it again. What do they say about an album that won't sell? It ain't worth what?
Nothing.
You mean? And let's say this again. Nothing from nothing leads
to nothing.
Let's go. We back on the Pac and the Biggie. Now we know how low down these is. One thing about it, when the system say, if you want to stay in the system, you want to stay here sugar, you want to stay here puffy, we need a sacrifice. So what the f we need? You know, you didn't already sacrifice. One thing about, I always say this about sacrifice. Don't get me wrong, y'all. When I say sacrifices, this means shit that I see that happen around people that's in this system thing. They can live and get out of jail when they want to. We can't. Them laws don't stand for us. But let me tell y'all something, sacrifices. When the system say you gotta sacrifice something, as you know that you have to sacrifice something you love. I tell y'all all the time. Well, I love my homeboy Jimmy. You better shut the f up playing here with us. You give a f about your homeboy Jimmy you love. We said sacrifice something you love. Bring us something or sacrifice us something. Which one you gonna do? It's either or. If you want to stay big, if you want to stay a bad boy, if you want to stay on death row or end up on death row. Hello! Because before you get in these systems, they already got dirt on you before you even be sitting in these type of seats. You had to join to get in yourself. You just have moved up in rank. That's the homie Jay-Z, the top of the food chain. That know how to live in the system comfortably. Real lavish. Big and Pottingham ain't nothing down there. Let's rock out, y'all. But my thing about this, I'm gonna run through this story. This is what happened to Big. When the system was told to offer something, they had to offer something. Should offer what he loved the most and what was making him the most. Now at this time, to me, this is what I seen, because I was living in this era. I don't have facts, but I was keeping up with hip hop. During this time, Big was coming out with an album called Life After Death. Big was. Tupac was doing songs talking about I see death around the corner. This nigga knew it. Don't worry about it. He seen it coming. When he got in the car, the lady said in his eyes, everybody seen the last look in his eyes like, that's it. It wasn't nothing there. He had a blank stare in his eye when he drove off for the last time. And Suge rode off with him. Suge had a cigar in his mouth when he had his head up like this. And Tupac had a look in his eyes that you never ever seen again in your life. And that man rode off, and that man was murdered. Sacrificed. Took out by the best hired hands that you can get, because the hired hands that they got on the map right now wasn't no weak as we can see now. He's gone. You just don't get ordinary like that to kill somebody. You understand me? That came from a higher authority to put a hand on a higher authority. Hello? Because anybody that do that, goddamn, you would have never took nobody this long to find out. One thing about the system, when you get killed, a murder system, they don't want you to know who did it. Guess what? It take years and decades until that decide he wants you to know. The system would not tell him. If you think they ain't been known that you a lying ass, too much technology out here in the world. But he's gone. And guess what happened when Tupac got killed?
What happened?
Everything on the motherfucker. Wait, hold on. See, Puffy f***ed up right now. Puffy just spent all his money, Life After Death album, competing. He put everything he had in his last album to make sure that Biggie, because Mace is gone, 112 is gone, Jagged Edge is gone. Everybody has gone. I'm turning all you motherfuckers locks. Y'all can tell y'all to the locks. Everybody is gone. Puffy ain't got nobody else to f with him. The locks is gone, 112 is gone, Jagged. But I gotta put my money in Big. That shit. He bigger than all you right now. And that's what he did. Tupac go out here and get murdered off for the competition. When Tupac got killed, everything on the mother was buying candy, sodas, pieces of wood that say Tupac, hat that say Tupac, shoes say Tupac, stockings, lipstick with Tupac on it. Anything said Tupac, you went in the mother, then had made history. You went inside the thing, wasn't nothing left on the shelves, the motherfucker sold out. You could get a Tupac shirt, everything, all Tupac shit is sold out. But guess what had happened? All the money put in on Biggie, Tupac is dead, and guess what?
What, OG? He
got killed, bro. What Tupac get killed at?
In California.
Got me read IA. When they found it. MIA, gone. He get murdered and everything sell out. Everything gone. But one thing that's gone is Biggie's reputation. And that's over Biggie. That's some big shit, man. Biggie them had something to do with, you know, some Biggie small. It's all about Tupac now. It's all about Tupac. It's all about Tupac. Tupac for Biggie. Goddamn me, Puffy running around this motherfucker like, how this nigga gonna get killed? And I just put all my money in Biggie, man. God damn, cuz. Now ain't nobody even listening to nothing. They don't like him. They booing him. Just because Tupac got, because there was more Tupac fans than Biggie, I figured. They love the shit out some motherfucking Tupac. So they thing was, say, f it. But guess what Biggie said? Guess what Puffy said? Puffy said, you know what? What y'all say happened to, you know, he made history. They sold out everything. They sold out everything? So you trying to tell me that better off dead, worth something more dead than, don't worry about it, than alive? Well, I just put all my money in Biggie. I can't make my money back unless he, you know what? Let me go put my ball cap on. And that Biggie, this is my thing. Puffy did what he had to do to get his money back. Puffy did what he had. I'm sorry, Puffy. I'm a black. That's who I'm shooting at. The bar report is out of there. So Puffy, I'm blaming it on Puffy. You're supposed to have more respect for your artist than to send him somewhere where he know he get fired up at. Come on, you see the setup? You ain't that. And then you made a song called I'm Going Back to Cali. Why would you go somewhere? Why would you send your artist somewhere where they don't even love this nigga? They hate him and they best artists just got murdered. Just murdered. And they already said Biggie, I'm going back. That's not good sportsmanship as a Puffy. I know you. When you know it's a setup when there ain't nobody else in the car hit. When a nigga pull up to do something, we do everybody. We fire the car up. You mean? Unless we just coming to fire you up. You ain't doing nothing but rapping. All these other niggas, they just in the way. Let me tell you something about something, man. When you leave in an entourage, everybody ain't in the same car. You got following each other, and I'm gonna let y'all know something about something. Tupac, how can you leave and you don't got, and you just riding with Suge by yourself? So where was the rest of the crew that was in there stomping the down inside the thing? When they following you? Now we gonna go this way. You know, the night to night, y'all know what's going on. Say goodbye. My thing was, and one person that read my mind was Biggie's mother. Biggie's mother know who had something to do with her. They didn't have shit to do with Tupac, nothing. It was the people that he was around. To get the royalties, to get the money, get this and get that off the labels, get everything that they could get. It was the people that we need all that. I just spent all mine. This he ain't nothing. I just told y'all. I told y'all. He ain't nothing. Say it again to him, because nothing from nothing leaves nothing. If you ain't got no albums to sell, no artist, no album sale. No artist. I mean, yeah, Tupac gone, so we can't sell shit. Didn't think Biggie had something to do with everybody booing Biggie out of there. Puffy like, man, shit, I need my money. So you saying this sell more dead than he do alive? That's what they said about Tupac. And you know they love Biggie like they love Tupac. Shit, we gotta make something. Let me think about it. I thought about it. Yeah, run that. How we gonna run? We can't run it down here in New York. We in my own city. Oh, cause they know, he too big to do it here. I know we can't bring that up down here. Yeah, I'll promote that song going back to Cali. I'll send a team down there with it, but we gotta get this done. It gotta be clean and neat. Ain't nobody been arrested on Tupac. We don't need nobody on Biggie's either. So find out how the system worked there. We'll get in contact with the system. We'll run ours and let's see what the album sales do. It's just, cause guess what? That's how you boys in the system work. And when the little homie find that out, that's running around, doing what he doing, he'll know it. But that's my theory. I feel like Biggie, like Puffy had to get his album sales. Y'all know how Puffy get down, man. If you a bullshit album just sit on the shelf. I gotta sell. If you ain't talking about nothing, you ain't nothing. If you ain't selling nothing, you ain't nothing. That's bad boy business. I'm just saying. That's just how them bad boys play. They told you before you got there, they some bad boys. You decide to go play with them, and you good. Well, you'll learn the hard way. Puffy will smile in your face, but you better believe that is a bad boy. Boys. Let's go.
OG Percy.
That was my theory. Talk to me.
We got some more unfortunate news that hit the media.
Oh my God.
The details aren't clear, but what is clear is, and I want to send my condolences to Black Youngster. Black Youngster, if you don't know, was signed to CMG under Yo Gotti.
No doubt.
Was one of the bigger artists. The last song we really heard from him came right after Young Dolph's death, and I haven't heard too much from him since.
Right.
Well, his brother was killed recently in Memphis, Tennessee. And it's like these artists, they be big artists, you know what I mean? Multi-millionaires. And somehow, some way, it's like their family is still in a line of fire to get, you know, murdered. Why do you think that is?
Because it ain't no timeouts. I just told you, you gonna have to climb in that box with the rest of them. People think what they do go away with somebody when his blood's being shed. It never goes away. Get themselves in this shit, get themselves caught up and they feel like they can say, you know what, cuz I'm through, man. I'm through with that, man. It ain't no timeout. You done did too much capping on it. The same way you walk in this game, the same way you gonna leave out of it. It ain't no timeouts. It's all gas, no brakes. Think cause he gone, we gonna leave it alone. No, it ain't. They don't get it. They don't get it. Strike 3 for Youngster. Strike 3. How many brothers he got now? What brother that make? Yeah, that hurts because I lost one and it devastated me. It changed my life, homie. In a hard-hearted way and in a good way. The hardest way, if a nigga act like he gonna draw some murder. I mean, this is me. I always been quick to draw, but I have to be quicker to draw. Because hesitation can cause a casket down here.
Right.
My heart goes out to black youngsters. But whatever you and got yourself into, it's hurting you more the way they doing it.
Right.
Because they really the ones getting the get back. To kill you will be too easy for you to walk off. They letting you suffer. That's a cold way to suffer. Because you never know who's next in the family. Due to, because as I was told, his brother's not a bad acting person. Really wasn't out there on no shit like that. So as we can see, that's a hard stamp to bury. My thing was this, you can do all the gangster shit you want to, but after that, there ain't no coming back, man. You don't get to come back after that. One thing about now they're getting f***ed off, you can't wake up and say I was just bullshit. Oh, I was just playing. Nah. When them lights go out, that shit is for real. Even though black youngsters been laying low and chilling, you can do that. But the still got their feet on the gas. The get back is real, man. Hey, go over there, baby. The get back is real. I feel sorry for youngster because that's something he gonna have to keep living with for the rest of his life until it catch up to him. I don't want to live that way, man. For all y'all black youngsters out there, stay focused. Don't let this be your life. Don't have to go somewhere where you have to look in every car and see who in that car, duck your seat back and can't walk down the street, can't go to the club, can't go party, can't go bowling, can't go to the movies, can't take your girl skating. You can't do shit but duck off. Black youngsters, don't do yourself like that. Y'all got a whole life to build. You don't have to throw your life out there like that, ducking and dodging. It's not fun. Oh, please ask me how I know.
How you know, OG?
I've been there and done that. I've been the nigga that didn't nobody want you around because they don't know what's gonna happen to you. I've been that the family didn't want me riding in a car with them. My family actually put me out the car and said, get out. Yeah, Percy, you're not going with us. Well, I can't go with the family. Get out. Get out the car. That hurt. That's the most hurtful feeling, but guess what? That was a life I had created for myself. That's a lane that I had created for myself. That's what I was doing, that I was going through. They didn't know that I was, I was on that. I was on that, nigga kill me and whoever with me. Yeah. And guess what? I'm glad I didn't want to get caught with my family somewhere. Yeah. I had a hit on my head, and I had hits on my head, and then put bread on my head, and the same put bread on my head ended up dead. You hear me? Well, that was your spoil for bread. Cause one thing they ain't gonna do if it ain't no bread is with nobody. Cause it was all about the bread anyway. Let's goddamn go to him. At least I got one today so far. Look. Say shit, but black youngsters, keep yourself in school, man. Keep yourself out them penitentiaries. Keep yourself focused. Keep your head up and your chest out at all times. You understand me? And enjoy life. Don't do it in a cage. It's not no fun sitting in a cage. Boys, let's go.
I spoke with King B about his time on Telfar Unit.
Talk to me.
Apparently he did time with Lil Percy. Lil Percy was a monster from what King B said.
Don't put that on my baby, man.
Well, let me define what I mean by that. Shit. He said he thought it was a younger version of Percy.
No.
He said he heard that people were calling Percy, and he went to go check it out.
Yeah.
And it was a younger version of Percy. And
damn.
Well, so King B says that he told Percy to ask his dad about OB.
That's right.
King Beezy.
Yeah.
Or OB Beezy.
Yeah, OG Beezy. Yeah.
And
I got the letter.
He said that his son wrote you.
Right.
And you wrote him back.
Right.
And when you wrote him back, you wrote in all blue.
You mean?
But when it got to the part about King Beezy,
on everything,
it was in all red.
Out of respect, the ink.
Can you explain that process to us?
The ink, man. Shout out to King Beezy, man. When I say I know, I've been around the greatest and the finest on tune. You sit around him. I mean, hey, that's my homie, man. If you've been around him, you know, Percy, he ain't make up these characters. I got the letter, man. I was like, man, Daddy, this over talking about ask you about you, man. You know, me and Percy, I always kept up with like that, you know. And he said, OG Beasley, man. I wrote back, I say, the King Bee of the Beehive. I used to call him. It's the King Bee, man. It ain't Beasley, that's the King Bee off the Beehive, man. Over at Ferguson, man. Square bit, that's my man. Let him read this part. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I grabbed a red pen, and I started writing what that was, what's happening with you. And I started talking to Beasley on the letter. You heard me? Yeah, that was amazing, man. I said, man, take care of my baby over there, Beasley. Look out for my baby, man. I got him. Man, he right back and said, we already locked in. And then I don't hear from them no more. Mother, I'm putting cases on both of you motherfuckers when I see you. You hear me? Yeah, but that was I knew one thing, that my son was around good people. Yeah, I knew my son was around good people after I heard that, and I knew Beasley, he was around some top-notch game. Even if you don't understand him, you'll learn. And if you learn him, you're gonna be on your top-notch game. I swear. Right. Yeah, that's why I'm on my top-notch game at all time. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Quick. It was a quick. OG Percy.
Talk to me.
There was a situation that happened in Alabama recently, where a chair was thrown. A chair was thrown. There was a situation that happened in Alabama. Basically, a brawl broke out where a black guy was jumped by what looked like a white mob or some white people out enjoying the lake. The black guy throws his hat up. Apparently, he worked for the resort area. He was an employee, but he got jumped. When he got jumped, black man hops in the pool, swims across to save him. Several black people from everywhere, young, old, didn't matter. They came out and they helped him against those, and they handed it to the white folks. School, did you see School?
Let's go.
School pulled out a chair.
Right.
Got him 2 of them.
Yeah, got his Bruiser Brody on.
Boom. Boom.
Okay.
He arrested, many of the white people arrested. When you saw that, what were your thoughts?
I had 2 opinions. A damn shame and history has been made.
What do you mean by that?
Which one you want first?
The damn shame.
The damn shame, as I came up, I used to sit around and look at old school movies and watch Malcolm X and Martin Luther King be attacked by the white folks. And when they get attacked, they sit around and did nothing. Mobs of black folks. There ain't number 3 white boys, about 20 you son, y'all jump them. God, what y'all waiting on? Man, that ain't nothing but some clothes. That's the uniform. Y'all, that's what they scared of. They ain't scared of the person, they scared of the uniform. I know, let's keep rocking. Thank you. They scared of the uniform. The person ain't nothing but a person. That uniform, they fear that. But outside, but like I said, take them out that uniform. I think we had a couple got caught out of uniform the other day. You heard? Yeah, but the same attitudes. You dig what I'm saying? I seen the black man that was on the scene at the first of the scene when it jumped off do nothing but the old school black folk style. Oh man, y'all come on man, stop man, y'all come on man. Now help, what you waiting on? What you mean stop, you know, cause you can get beat for it too. Somebody line and call him, sneak him first cause it's more. But he did, you know, like a dog try to defend, you know, the owner. Right. And get him up off of him. I really thought they was gonna start something that would have, you know, undercover participated in. But they didn't. I'm glad, you know, I'm glad to see the black folks, you know, come together and and they went against each other this time. We didn't see y'all beating up each other this time. It wasn't us on us this time.
Right.
Because every time, you know, it's always justice. It's always justice. Every time, that's what the white folk call it. That's justice. No, it ain't justice. It's just us. Yeah, how about that sound? How that sound?
Come on.
Yeah, that's all it is. Every time somebody get beat up or get found dead somewhere, they say it's justice. And I look and say, no, it's just us. Yeah, that's what I say. But there was a good thing to see that, you know, it was the opposite thing this time. I'm not rocking with the violence on it. Y'all black folks gonna be mad at me on this one. But the black let the badge go to his head, went up there and took the man rope off and took it off the boat. Y'all seen it. Well, in the white man defense, you don't put your hand on my shit. I can do that.
Oh, I didn't know why it started.
Well, I seen how it started. The black dude went over there and unleashed the rope off the boat, threw it in the water because another boat was pulling in the park right there. But that's cool, that's what for me to do. That's my, don't, you know.
Well, if I worked there,
I'm just saying,
really
I don't give a
that.
damn if you work there or not. I put it on there, I take it out, so I got it. Ain't, don't come just take my shit, throw it in the water like it don't mean shit. Get this shit up out of here. Because the uniform was on his head. He felt like he could do that. Right. He probably been working there a long time. You know, they get cocky. And the way he walked up on the bank, they got a ship up, but it ain't worth the boat though.
Right.
Well, just to make it, come on, don't push your badge.
Well, you know,
Craig.
You know, white folks don't respect the uniform the same way black folks
right,
respect
yeah,
the
because they don't care, because they'll leave you in that uniform. And he showed you that right then. Watch the uniform. Black folks, white folks know uniform don't mean shit. Y'all just think it do. Hello! Boys, that was fire. But anyway, yeah, and that goes to show, they rushed the uniform like it wasn't there. Yo, badge, don't get by the goddamn badge. Don't put your hand on the rope. And I meant that. When ready this shit. You know, he could have handled his business. But you know, I'm not mad at white folks for sticking together. Cause guess what? If it had been a white man that stole off on a somewhere, all of them jumped on that white boy. Say they wouldn't. They'd have been on him real nice. But the shoe was on the other foot. Hey man, keep your hand off my shit. Now don't touch me, white man. Say, man, get this boat up out of here. Hey man. They jumped right in and went over there and they, you know, they family, they gonna jump. And some jumped and they didn't give a fuck long. They seen it was a nigga, they was gonna put their 2 cents in it. He ain't had no business over there anyway. Uniform or not. They got nephews and cousins want that job. Tired him walking around here with his chest all that, and they just taking our rope and unthrowing it and throwing it in the fucking water just because another boat coming on. Come on, man, don't touch my shit. And that's how them white folks think. Don't put your hand on my shit, man. Say, man, move this shit out the way, man. Get this shit. Hey, you know what? And he rushed this motherfucker. You know what? And that's what happened. He went to spank it and say, I'm just being fair. The good part is, the nigga got some help after he was punch drunk. You know what I'm saying? Because he, you know, he started off nice, but you know, when you get clipped, it's over. They on your like inch. You can't stop a foot. But since they want to do some stomping and cheating, I'm glad, you know, we got our league back. We got our league back. And that's how I feel about the good part.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm not. You didn't finish me. I said it was a good part, and it was history made.
Oh, what was the history made?
God, let's get to the history. Take me to Civil War on. The history is this, and this should go down in history. More than the black lady that got off the bus, that wouldn't get out, Rosa Parks. Yeah, the black folk, yeah, the ones that wouldn't catch the cabs. This should be in a history book, man. I said a history book. This should go in history with all the rest of the great blacks that ever did anything in life. This should. Do you remember the black man that flew the plane, landed on the water?
No.
Denzel Washington played that part.
Yeah. I seen that movie. I thought you was talking about the movie. I didn't want to go.
But it was a movie, but that was a real life movie. Did you ever see it in real life? Where the folks were standing out on the wings in the middle of the water out of nowhere, standing on the wings of the airplane. He had landed it. They was out on the cop that was open. He landed, a black man done that. That's history. In this day and time, we seen history made and nobody marked it yet. I seen a young black man jump in the water. That young man should be marked for history for the rest of his life. He should never be forgotten. He's better than Rosa Parks. That young black man and jumped in the water. Guess why that's history?
Why is that history?
He didn't know what the fuck was in that water. Could have been alligators in that water, sharks in that water. He didn't give a fuck. He was going to help his people. When he seen his people being attacked, it was many more people could swim on that boat, I imagine. It should have looked like a motherfucking Olympics, all of them getting across there. Like they trying to get off the ship. Yeah.
He's swimming hard, too.
He's going to, and he came up out that motherfucker and let you know this is what I'm coming for. Not on no Superman shit. Not on no hero shit. The man don't even want to be acknowledged. He was going to help. That's something you rarely see a nigga do for another in life. I ain't jumping in that goddamn green water. I ain't jumping, hell no. How deep is it? Ain't no telling what's in there. And I step on a piece of glass or something. It been all type of excuses. And then you know, piranha was in that motherfucker. Anything could have run him, grabbed it and did an alligator roll with his ass. He don't know what's in there. He didn't care. The mentality of a black man, young, strong black man, to take a chance like that to go help. An adult fight. I ain't say no kids fight. Hell you talking about? I ain't seen no kids out there fighting. But I seen a youngster jump in that water to go help. To go help his people, his kind. That's a mark in history for that young black man. I know people. Don't worry about it. Didn't nobody see it but me. Didn't nobody see it but me. But if y'all missed that part, that was the greatest part of all times. It was talked about a little bit, but the reason why should have been talked about more. You know what I'm saying? That man deserves a stamp. He should be on every motherfucking magazine right now, every newsstand. Somebody should be trying to find that young man and make sure he got another pair of shoes he can put on. And he didn't even take his goddamn clothes off. Swim that motherfucker with his shoes and shorts and jeans and everything on. What y'all talking about? He going. But everybody missed the probable cause to help his people. That what I seen. Maybe I'm just seeing things. Man, go over there anyway. Go, just try to go swim. Now, because guess what? And shout out to the rescue team that showed up. Shout out to the rescue team, the Doom Squad, the ones that showed up, the ones that seen it happen and say, I'm on my motherfucking way. What the f? Yeah. It was good. Man, you know, violence. It ain't no sense for violence, and you know, shouldn't even got out of hand because they should just let everybody was grown. Should just been breaking this shit up. It should have been a lot of breaking up going on. Man, just break this shit up, man. Come on, man. Forget it. Hey, Rick, stop. God damn, Billy, what are you doing? Stop it. But no. It was all good when they was winning. But when the rabbit got the gun, And I thought I was at a wrestling match, a cage match, when I seen that chair come up. That shit. Woo, she, hold on. That's like a female. She was eating that chair. What the hell? That nigga got there was smashing. That's a lady. Ain't this a boy? Y'all black folks, y'all done doubt yourself with that one.
I talked to King B.
Can I make a suggestion about that?
Go ahead.
Can we all please, black folks, right now we got a head start. We got a little unity going on here. I mean, certain things got to happen in certain ways for people to come together. Ask Rodney King. I'm just saying though. Some things got to happen certain times, the same things come. And right now we got to start, black folks. Let's not f this one off. We got a little glue right now. On unity. I mean, this had to happen for us to come together. That's good. Ain't nobody dead.
Right.
Hello. Ain't nobody murdered. Ain't no blood being shed in the street. Just some good old cowboy western fish fighting, you know, chair throwing and bottle breaking. You know, hey, good old school fun. Can we leave it like that?
Well,
but I'm gonna let you know, Tune, they not gonna leave it like this. The part I'm looking for is, can we please keep up with our kind on this one? Y'all make sure all them people get fair lawyers, fair trials, fair cases, and get justice. Bars.
And that's exactly where I wanted to go. So I talked to King B about the same situation, and he had a few thoughts. His first thought was he was gonna be in it.
You know what I'm saying? Let's jump it out.
His second thought was school was probably gonna get too aggravated assault.
Nah, for real.
With a deadly weapon charge.
Everybody gonna get that paperwork. Everybody gonna get that paperwork. Y'all miss, y'all, that's understood. If y'all think that, you know how many lawyers was at work that morning trying to grab one of them cases? I need to complain, but lines of them. I'm trying to get some of these cases. Y'all went, what? Oh, you know how many violations they were looking at? Them lawyers got, oh. Him, a whole bunch of prosecuting can be going on. It's a team for that. It's just like football. This is what we play for. We wait for shit like this to happen. This is how we play. This is our game. It's teams for that. Right. So know that when shit like that's happening, it's looking fun, but all I can tell them, ooh, y'all in trouble. Because the world ain't just looking, the system is looking. And you ain't seen shit when it come down the system like lawyers and prosecutors, and DAs, shit like that. And yeah. See, oh, my bad, black folks. Lost y'all that time, huh? Yeah, y'all can talk all that talk, but you can't talk that court talk. Ask me how I know they can't.
How you know?
I always need a lawyer. Now, because if I can talk they talk, I can get this shit done myself. You know, they always say, man, they go, blah, blah, blah. Anybody know how to interpret what he's saying? Yeah, get somebody to speak Spanish over and see too. Well, tell him what's going on. And blah, 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 blah. Well, he's just letting you know. Well, that's what it sounds like in court. But guess what the sad part about it is? They're not talking Spanish and French and Jamaica. They talking regular English and regular words in such a pattern that you wasn't gonna even catch on to. Dust said today that he had fitted. What the fuck he just say? Oh, hey, I'm gonna let you know. Let me. You need that interpreter. Sitting there like, what he just read your indictment? You just read it. I don't understand nothing. What was he saying? Got an interpreter right there. That was the lawyer for. Cause you niggas can talk that day. He didn't say nothing in Spanish. Nothing in English. He was talking plain English, American. But the way they word it, if you don't know how to catch the wording, and guess what? It ain't meant for you to catch. We know y'all didn't go to school for this. Just like you see that lady over in that corner, hitting everything. I said, what the fuck she playing on type? That's not a typewriter. What the fuck is that? What is that? That's a docket. A docket? That's one thing you don't see playing. Yeah, y'all think y'all finna learn everything. You lying to me, your hands too fast. And they don't even be looking, they just be. But they listening to all the hums, the ums, and everything. And after you finish, they say the tip lady over there just docket everything you see it over there. On what? Don't you just got mass record? I'm just saying. But just be better put it on a dad or something. You hear me? I'm just saying, USB, don't worry about it. But guess what? That docketing ain't never went nowhere in the courtroom. Go in there and get your ass docketed. I have been docketed. And I believe the dockets. Whatever on that docket, your motherfucker better read in fine print, blueprint, small print, motherfucker. Don't worry. I just told y'all I don't know too much about school, but I know my daddy taught me if you're gonna be an assistant, learn the rules. And don't learn the little rules like I'm getting the now. Learn everything that's going on around you. But my thing is this, man. Let's make sure them black folks get a first shake, man. Cause believe me, tomorrow, the white folks are gonna be just like that. All the charges will be dropped. What old Jim? What the black man with the chair? Oh, shit, you know, he's still looking for. He ain't gave him no bond yet. What? God. Everybody got that went home. But you know, everybody gonna look at him. He's just pounding her, Jim. Look at him in court. Oh, slow it down. And she's eating that chair. I can see it slow motion. And they just keep playing that shit in the courtroom. Why the f you think that? You think the white folk gonna be like? He's sitting there looking crazy, motherfucker. They gonna eat. I mean, I'm just saying, this is the part they don't know. Let me tell y'all something. There's always a small picture and a big picture. The small picture was the fight. See what happens after the big picture finishes with you. I know it. That's what they never look for. They always tell you, read the shit in the corner down there. The small front, yeah, that part you couldn't see. The part you need, I got one of them parts you need your extra eye to put up to that motherfucker. Down. It was down there, see there? Right there. You missed that. In the way it's worded, don't worry, don't eat that. The way it's worded, you wouldn't understood it any goddamn way. But it wasn't meant for you. My bad. Did I offend you? Well, that's what they meant to do. Boys, let's go to them. I gotta get the heat out for me, cause ain't nobody gonna do it for me. You hear me? Right. Yeah. So, but who's best to do it for me than me? Why would I expect some more? Man, go tell them I didn't do that, man. Fuck that. I'm telling them I didn't do that. You hear me? Look, watch this. For my safety and for respect of cripping, so that they know you gotta respect the game way more than I done knocked out in the cave. I was knocking out gay in a penitentiary that thought they was Crips. You hear me? Yeah, we didn't bang that shit down there. We didn't play this, so why would I go against the grain? But my thing, I gotta protect my life at all times. And certain things you see on this internet about somebody get you f***ed off, homie. And I just want you to respect me to the point to know that we bigger than that, and I respect the game. Ain't nothing but a piece of grain in the rice sack, man. You hear me? When it comes to this crippin' way bigger than that, and I respect it more than that. And I'm trying to live out here. Let's go.
Well, when you saw Brick Baby and Crip Mac.
Oh, can I finish that? Can I beat them up right quick, please? I'm through.
Go ahead.
Go.
What were your thoughts?
My thoughts?
Yeah.
You mean what my thoughts? Can I get back in the track?
Go ahead.
God damn, get back in the car. Hold on. I wish I had some donuts, chips, need some sweets. Watch this. Brick Baby and C-Mac. Y'all watch this, man. Shout out for the picture with Tony Rivers. Shout out for the picture. I appreciate the picture. I'm glad as a fan you pulled up, took the picture. But what I don't appreciate how y'all promoted the picture. But that's cool. Can I play Rat Trap on her?
Go ahead.
Rat Trap. You know what? I seen Tony on that thing. That nigga had on that orange on looking like a big ass piece of cheese. Yeah. I'm the trap. Tony the cheese. C-Mac, Brick Baby, you the rats. Yeah. See, one thing you gotta know about the trap, they use me for the trap. These trap me with the picture. Yeah, that's how they use to promote the picture. That's the trap. They put Tony, he the cheese. They set him on the trap. Anytime you bring cheese out, that's when the rats come out. Thanks for the trap and the cheese, because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't know who the sucker and the rat was around us. If it wasn't for Tony coming out, sitting on the trap, putting that shit down with these, yeah, we wouldn't have knew who the was. Guess what? Because the come out when the cheese is on the trap. And them came out. I'm going to tell you how they came out, because guess what? History could have been made with it, would have been Brick Baby, C-Mac, and OG Percy. That's gangster. That would have kept you in real goddamn shape. Y'all tried to label me, then these tried to say I stamped the crib. You know who stamped? I found out who stamped them.
Who stamped them?
I found out who stamped them. You ain't gonna believe me if I told you. See, I can't say nothing on this bitch, I ain't got proof, right? But the world already seen who stamped them. Y'all was looking at the that stamped them.
Who stamped them?
Brick Baby. C-Mac stamped them. Right there in our motherfucking faces in Cali. In the city where the crippin' is from.
And
hold on, don't let me. I'm just a cheat. I'm just a trap. Me, I'm just a title. I ain't. What am I? I'm what?
Nothing.
God. What the be up this? What y'all talking about? I'm nothing but a title. But I got a good title. My title, that mean I'm like a black card. You use me anywhere. My credit is good. You use person name and you good anywhere. But the dress came out. These C-Mac, Brick Baby. Please do your homework real quick on these papers. I'm not motherfucking mistaken. These two, you got a neighborhood, 60 Crip killers. Been hating on Hoover. You got a sitting on the side of him that said Hoover killer across his head. Y'all please keep up with this.
55th Street.
Whatever the fuck that shit is. Yeah, 5-5. Whatever that is. Fag. Yeah, fuck all this shit. Watch this though. Them sit there and stamp that crib right in front of us. The whole world watched it. And then, the way they try to get out of it, just use Percy stamped it. With a picture. See, everybody know now the picture was just a lie. But what y'all did was the truth. Hello! Yeah, right in front of everybody. We sit there and watch you two flirt with that motherfucking punk right in front of everybody on camera. We watch that punk, got his hands on his hip, flamboyant, talk to you. You sit there with the dreamy eyes, brick boy. C-Mac sit there with the dumb face. We watched y'all stamp him in Cali. Now one of you was man enough to tell that man he wasn't no crip. In Cali, but how I know? And then you sure, C-Mac, let me tell you, can I please use? Tell us I'm a crip. I've been locked up too motherfucking long. Yeah, look at me. Yeah, I've been locked up too motherfucking long. I know when you niggas on the bullshit. You hear me? Yeah, don't sit around and talk to no punk. Unless he on some, a gay man, buck punks. Gay men, if you gay, your punks don't talk to you. They gonna come out. Listen, one thing about me, I don't got a complex about myself, but how you know? I've been sitting around punks, gays, booty bandits, rapists, all type of, all my motherfucking life, murderers, kidnappers, child molesters. You talking about, you think I don't know what the fuck going on? That's all the penitentiary full of. I've been sitting around these cuz that shit don't stop cause they in there. They in there where they can do it now and get the fuck away with it. You know what I mean? Get raped, booty band. Come on, that shit every day. What y'all talking about? That's what that world full of in there. Coming home acting like they came home gangster. No, he just came home with his. It was lucky to come home with that. Ask me why nobody fuck me in prison.
Why is that?
Cause God saved me. Yeah, that's the only reason. You heard me? Cause can't nothing save me in that motherfucker. God didn't see that happening to me. The baddest y'all think the baddest, believe me, it ain't no bad. And you sitting around flirting with these boys and shit, I watch you two. I watch you. And it wasn't about that. And then C-Mac, you coming out with the oldest trick in the book with your 6-way sub and shit. You might as well just put the honey bun on his bed. You hear me?
Yeah, he had the 6-inch.
Oh, God. Small in the motherfucker. I know he mad at you, ain't he? You didn't have enough for him, did you? Not enough sausage. Yeah, and you sitting there with that dumb look on your face. Y'all just, you see, man, you just sitting there like, I just can't wait to get this motherfucker back to the, God. You sitting there like that, Brick Baby sitting there. So you saying you wouldn't messing with him, nobody open in public, huh? That what you saying? You know why he acting like that? Because he had that long conversation with him before he got there.
Hey, RealToon, it's some real money in the room.